I read somewhere that this man was told by a psychic that he would be dead on this time and date, and that he believed this to be true to his core, that he rushed home, he hurried back home to his family and finished all his legal obligations on time, and then indeed died on that time and date the psychic had predicted. Was this psychic so powerful and gifted that they could tell us when we die? Or did the gentleman allow a negative and a dangerous suggestion in his mind that he made all this happen without even knowing that the real power was his and not the all-knowing psychic that he went to? And in this video, I'll share with you how you can protect yourself from evil, just go away evil, and how you can take your power back and protect yourself from any negative suggestions and predictions from reaching your subconscious mind. But before we start, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, here on this channel, I talk about how you can find your passion and go after it at any age, how you can find balance even at the most difficult times in your life, and how you can be happy with the things and the people you already have surrounding you. So if you're interested, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, let's get to today's topic. Number one is you are the gatekeeper. You are the one with the power to allow or deny entry to anything that's being said to you, to any experience that you are going through. You are the one who is allowing these things to enter your subconscious mind, and you later turn them into your belief systems because they've been there for a long time. They've been lodging there for a long time, and you've been obsessing about them, trying to figure out whether this is true about you, whether, these things are really the things that you deserve. And you've been thinking about them for so long that they now become a belief system. The thing about it is, once you allow these negative suggestions to enter, once you allow these negative experiences to define who you are, then they have the power to transmute themselves into your reality. That's why there is, a direct correlation between your thought patterns and the reality that you're experiencing out there. It's not that everyone in your life or everyone that you come across has this power over you just by saying these words. Those words are powerful enough for their lives, for themselves, not for you. But if you are going to take in what they're saying to you, no matter what it is, no matter if it seems like, a harmless comment, but then it becomes something that you're obsessing about and it has a negative effect on you, or it's a backhanded compliment of some kind, and instead of you just trashing that like the trash it is, instead you take it in and you live with it while they go and they forget about it the next second. So it's up to you whether you decide to let go of this so-called spells, because it only becomes a spell, it only becomes a problem, it only becomes so powerful that it in the end turns into your reality is your own making. You are the one with the decision to either hold on to any negative suggestion or to just let it, just trash it and just move on with your life. The only way anyone or anything could have any power over you is through your own negligence. You're just leaving your mind open. And they say it's kind of, the biggest weakness. The biggest weakness of human beings is that they leave their minds open for the negative suggestions of people or life. And this way, you are not exercising your power of just shutting it down when it comes to the things that you don't need to enter into your subconscious mind, because once it's in the subconscious mind, it's already in your reality. This is why you have to fight, and you have to be aware, of the extent of your potential, of your own power to protect yourself from these things, because if you don't, then your life is going to be ruined. You're going to allow people and things, your experiences in life, whether it's your failures or whatever that you have been going through in life, to define who you are, to affect, the way you look at yourself and the world, to affect your life decisions, your huge life decisions. So make sure you protect your mind at all costs. It doesn't matter who gets angry. It doesn't matter if you offend some people here and there. You have to be like these guards that are protecting these important people in the world, just eyes everywhere. Don't buy into the illusion of, maybe, could this be true about me, and all these weak thoughts. Number 2 is you are the chemist, the alchemist, the revolution of your life. So it doesn't matter if you have been a mess all throughout your life. It doesn't matter if you have been unable to achieve a single thing in your life. And it doesn't even matter if you are known to the world as this failure that can never redeem themselves. Because you know what? Even that, you have been able to create it in your reality through your thoughts, your negative, destructive thoughts, and the belief system that later turned into a reality that you can see and experience in the flesh. So this shows you, the extent of the power of your thoughts. The thoughts that you hold, that you choose to hold, how they can, turn into a reality that you're now being fooled to believe that is out of your control. So now maybe start thinking, if I can create this destructive reality because they're perfect, they are now, your reality is, the direct outcome of your thoughts, of your beliefs up here. So now you have to start thinking, what if I change my thoughts regardless of what's happening out there, regardless of everything that I believe about myself and the world? Maybe if I change my thoughts, then my reality would change. This is how you become the alchemist, because even though you might be going through the worst time in your life, when you become the alchemist who's able to change any negative situation into an opportunity, then you'll start to see that the only problem was your thoughts. The only problem was these wrong beliefs that you've been holding for so long, and not this illusion that's out there that you are taking to be separate from you. Because honestly, it's time for you to start being the revolution in your own life. Start asking questions, start questioning everything. Start saying to yourself, why are things the way they are? Why am I the way I am? Is there a reason behind this? Or am I just destined for a life of misery like I've always believed throughout my life? Start asking these questions and the answers will start to flow, because the more curious you are about your own life, the answers are everywhere. Once you start to look for things, they will start to show up. This is the reality of life. It's weird, but it will happen for you. So just start questioning, start being active, start being proactive about changing your own life. Don't just sit there and take whatever is coming to you. Don't just sit there and just listen to whoever is, blabbing, like they know everything. Don't just sit there and, experience these negative things that are happening in your life as if they are your destiny. Number 3 is you are a trendsetter. So you should be a leader and not a follower in your own life. Because what you're doing when you're allowing the outside world to decide everything for you in every area of your life is you are being a follower in your own life. You have no part in it. You have no role in it. Where you should be the leader, where you should be in front of everything in your life, now you're behind. Others have already decided your life for you. They've planned it out the way they see is right, the way they want, and you're just, you're just acting a part. You're just following a script. You're not there. You're allowing others to decide for you, where you should go to school, who you should be with, what you should be doing, what job you should get, and everything these are major decisions in your life. These are things that you should be able to experiment and decide whether you like it or not. But, now it's already decided for you. You are a follower, People have already set out, your path in life. Now, you can listen to good advice. I'm not telling you to just disregard everything people are telling you. What I'm saying is you shouldn't let your family, your friends, your colleagues, society, and everything that's out there, everything that's popular or whatever, to affect your decisions in life. Don't just follow a trend. Be a trend setter. Don't just follow what your friends are telling you is cool, is right, and blah, blah, blah. Don't just accept your family's way of life, as they tell you is right, or they will disown you. Sometimes it's better that they disown you than to live a lie. So you can listen to people's advice. You can empathize. You can sometimes even get great advice. But the thing that I'm telling you is if you are just making your decisions in life. Just because someone's saying something to you, or just because you're afraid of losing friends, or you are afraid of losing acceptance and love from others, this is the wrong way to live your life. It's about finding your own path in life. It's about creating your own path in life, because the people that simply follow a script in their lives, the people that simply follow what others have already planned for them, are going to have a difficult life. Because, when you're not true to yourself, when you're not allowing your authentic self to come out, and you're just suppressing whatever gift that you have, you're always going to be miserable. And this is what you have to fight. You have to be able to, fight this, temptations to follow, temptations to be like other people, these temptations to fit into other people's standards, and be free of these standards. Make your own standards, make your own rules, because it's not worth sacrificing your authentic self. It's not worth sacrificing your true self, for simply trying to fit in other people's lives and trying to be accepted by others. Number 4 is you are the judge, jury, and verdict in the court of your life. You have the last say, you have the last word, you have the last laugh. As long as you commit to your authentic self being the driving force in everything you do in life. Because people come and go, problems come and go, judgments come and go, comments come and go, and you will be here through it all. So it's your decision whether you make yourself powerful enough to be the judge and the jury of whatever's happening in your life, or you simply allow others, and you simply allow the problems in your life, the situations in your life, to control you to the point that they now become the deciding factors in everything you do. Because the real evil is not in the words of people. It's not in the amount of problems that you have. It's not in, the level of complications of your problems or your situations in life. The real evil is in the way you perceive these situations, in the way you are allowing them to linger in your mind. They slowly start to take shape and then rearrange themselves in a way that they now become a living thing. They are living energy in your mind. They now affect everything you see, everything you do, everything you experience, everything that you believe about yourself and the world. They now become, the benchmark of how you experience your life and the world. But this need not be. You have to know that it's possible for you to get rid of all these thoughts and beliefs that you've had for years that are making your life miserable. You have to know that it's possible for you to completely cleanse your mind of these negative thoughts and these beliefs that are acting as shackles, and making you believe the wrong things about yourself and the world. Because you know what? Like I said earlier, you are the judge, the jury, the verdict in the court of your life. You decide how you want to see the world. You decide how you want to feel. You decide how you want to live your life. And this is what I'm talking about by saying, you take your power back. You don't allow the outside world and outside factors, outside situations and people control you. Because the moment you decide to take your power back, you become your own psychic. And not only can you predict your future, you will make it happen.